Another video about memes that relate to my current or past relationships. So, hate when a guy try to act like his life is so lit. Bro, you ain't even eat yesterday. When I tell y'all, for some reason I dated broke ass men in the past, okay? Not anymore. But my ex, he was broke, unemployed, didn't have a job. I'm here paying for shit. I'm here driving him around, blah, 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 because I'm stupid, right? So, next thing I know, we're here trying to do plans. I'm here like, oh, we should go to dinner. Let's go to like Olive Garden or like whatever. And then he's like, oh, okay, fine. And of course, like, Olive Garden isn't even like a top tier restaurant now. Like, Olive Garden, when I was younger, I used to consider it like a fancy restaurant, but now it's like super casual, I guess. Like, I don't know. Its food isn't that good for real. I just go for the breadsticks. But I'm here begging him to go to Olive Garden for some breadsticks. And he's complaining about it because he knows the bill is going to be at least like, $50. And technically that's not even a lot for real. So we go to Olive Garden having a good time, and of course the bill comes, and then he's like looking at me, but then he's like ah, and then he like takes out his wallet. I'm like, damn, like, why are you complaining so much? And then next thing I know, like, we're in his room for like a couple days at a time. We don't be eating, bro. Like, I would go over there. That's why I was so skinny, bro. I would go over there, we wouldn't eat nothing, bro. He wouldn't even like offer me food that's in his house. Like, he would give me like a water if I asked for it, but like food, he would be like, oh no, like, I don't want to take anything from the pantry because then my mom is gonna notice, and like then I gotta re-buy it for the house, or I don't want to take my sister's snacks on accident, blah blah blah, because this is when I was like young. But he would be saying all this stuff, and I'm thinking like, oh well, do you want to like go to Wendy's? We could like get some fast food. We could go to McDonald's and then just come back to your house. And he would be like, ah. So it's like every time I suggested about getting food, he would complain, right? And then the thing is, he would smoke a lot, like all the time. And I guess like when you smoke, it affects like your eating patterns, because I don't really be doing that stuff. But I guess like smoking either makes you like hungry or makes you like not hungry if you're doing it like every single day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? So he wouldn't even be hungry for breakfast time. He would just eat like one big meal a day. And that would like piss me off so much, because I'm here trying to go to breakfast, like a little breakfast date, and he'd be like, oh no, I'm not hungry yet, I gotta smoke first. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be with somebody who has to smoke to like force them to eat. um but yeah, I would suggest like on the fast food places, he would complain all the time. And then one time he was like really down bad because I guess like his mom was forcing him to pay bills or whatever, even though he's like a baby. I don't know, he was young. But she would force him to pay bills, and then like that means he had less money to spend on me, because I'm not even here expecting these like extravagant like gifts or anything. But keep in mind, he like barely bought me anything. So I'm here like, oh, like, let's go to Wendy's, like our usual thing, blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, I don't know if I can afford a Wendy's right now. And I was like, okay, well, you could pay for yourself, I could pay for me, like, it doesn't fucking matter. Keep in mind I was paying for literally everything, right? And then he's like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat, but like we could go for you. And I'm like, bro, I don't like that. Like, I feel like all girls can relate to when we say like we don't want to eat alone. Like, if our boyfriend isn't eating, like, why am I eating? Like, it's just weird. I'm not trying to have him watch me eat. That's weird. So I was like, no, bro, like we could literally just go to Wendy's. And he's like, oh, you want to split a 4 for 4? And I was like, split a 4 for 4? Like, what the fuck does that mean? You get the burger, I get the fries? Like, I'm gonna be fucking starving. I might as well just not eat anything. Like, damn. So like everything was an issue. And of course, when the relationship ended, we literally had a discussion about that. Like, I was like, oh, you didn't do anything for me anyways. Like, I was carrying the whole fucking relationship. I was putting most of my money out there. I was driving you everywhere. And then he would be like, what? But we went to Olive Garden that one time. We went to Wendy's that one time. And I'm like, okay, what else? If all you can suggest that you did in a relationship is like one little thing, what is the point? If you're not doing anything for like a whole year, you just did like one thing. So I'm like, maybe that's why he was so grumpy now that I think about it, because obviously like he was broke, so I guess he was mad about being broke and he couldn't take me anywhere for real. But like now I realize he wasn't fucking eating. you know he was like skinny as hell, a fucking twig. So it makes sense why he was always fucking mad.